Hello. Well, it's 5 o'clock in the evening. I have been going like a herd of turtles all day because we've had glorious weather. It's 15 degrees right now. It was frost last night, freezing, and killed some. Well, we'll see how they do, but they're not looking too good, some of my vegetable plants. But I thought we'd take a little tour around just to see where I am at the end of May. Drew's working on the fire right now. We're going to just have a little grill up there and wind down on this beautiful day. With the lovely day, I was able to get a lot more work done on completing the bed prep for this season. I still have a few more to do, but getting there. These little poles are for corn, and I still have to run around the property and find some good long dead branches for all my poles required for my peas at the end of all my raised beds. Because this bed is open in this field here, I always suffer from a bit of encroachment from grass and weeds, but this year was particularly bad. Alright, this did look better earlier, but my husband just kindly mowed up here, or trimmed, I think. So now there's grass and everything. But this is my potatoes, this bed, and this one. Today I finally cleaned this. It doesn't look clean now, but it is. And planted some of my corn. I've only put 6 in because there's only 3 of us. Can you see it over the grass? And more I started today to succession plant. My walking onions starting fresh this year. Not as big, but they're doing great. That's good. I had to clean this whole bed up before. So that's a potato bed. That's a potato bed. This will be corn all the way, and I've got summer savory at the end of it. I also cleaned this bed. You'd never know. It's covered in grass. That's okay. And it has my rutabaga. And up here, finally, coming up. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is my broad beans buried under grass. I think I have to dig those out. It took a lot of work. There was so much. It's not grass per se. We have 2 weeds actually that crawl under the ground over, summer, winter, fall, whatever. And you have to literally take chunks out. So, it's one of those chores that you say, oh, maybe I'll just go in for a coffee at the moment. Look how beautiful the water looks when the sky is blue. It changes color, of course. So we get everything. So let's go to my beds. So not only was it a lovely day today to get my hardened off plants out, it's also going to really pour tomorrow. And that's wonderful for getting all my beds prepped without work from me for the water. So here's my 12 beds, and I'm still working on them. But my onions are coming up. If the fox will stay out of them, but they're looking good. My strawberries, they're doing well. The mother plants from years gone by, I've pulled out. They have gone now, so it's a little sparse, but I think we'll be okay. Isn't it nice to see flowers? Here is my hodgepodge always. So I've got peas lined along the edge there. I have peas lined along the edge here, but I made a mistake and planted sunflowers here, forgetting that I had peas. We'll see what happens there. So peas, and then I've got everything. Onions and turnip. And carrots are along this. No sign of my carrots that are on the edge there. But the leeks, which I put out in freezing cold weather, have gone through so many frosts, are perking up now and looking good. But I've got brassicas. Things aren't, because I planted them today, they're looking a little wilted. So I planted some marigolds here, planted some celery, looking very wilted. It will perk up. There's a globe artichoke and cabbage and broccolis. So it will start filling in and I will continue to seed in there. Pardon my shadow. Go this way. This bed, same thing. I've got some lettuce. They're looking good. Planted celery today and more leeks today, so they're totally flopped over. Waiting for them to perk up. Yeah, more lettuce and broccoli and cabbage and leeks. I leave a space in almost every bed in the corners because that's where my winter squash will go. Now, let's move over here. Now this bed has, again, this is my perennial garlic I'm working on. It's looking really good. And then, yeah, I've got some everywhere. I left this strawberry here just because, why not? And I'll transplant it later into the bed, which is looking sparse. The leeks looking bent over, they'll perk up. Lettuce, some flowers, some marigolds, globe artichoke I put in today, he'll perk up. Some brassicas I still have to figure out where I'm going to put them, but I've got more beds to prep. So yeah, brassicas and celery and Brussels sprouts and leeks and lettuce. Same thing in that bed. Okay, this bed, pretty much the same. I need to get, so there's green onions. I've got green onions everywhere. There's some seed lettuce. Some of my winter sown lettuce, which is more advanced. Some red cabbage and broccoli. Leeks I put in today. Peas at the end. And I'll fill in as we go. And on the side here is parsnips. Haven't seen any sign of them yet though. They always take a long time, but I always worry. Okay, now garlic in these two beds. Doing fine. And it looks like I don't have any misses. They're all doing well. And then I have 4 beds here that I still have to work on. And, oh, I have asparagus up. I won't run up there. Now, Bruce and Drew have been trimming and mowing. I have bulbs starting to come up, but nothing's in bloom here, so I'll show you that when those come up. The rhubarb doing well. As you can see, what I'm fighting here is just madness, weeds. Again, you want to give up. But this row has onions and green onions all the way down. Some more onions because I can't get enough. And I worked on today this line, which has cabbage and broccoli. Stuck a few leeks in and some kale. And then the rest of the potatoes I couldn't fit in the other bed is here. I'm planning on putting some flowers here, and there's a little rhubarb coming up there. Then over this mess, this was my early bed I started, so we have lettuce. The green onions are doing well. We have some cabbage. We have arugula. Yeah, everything's coming up here. Green onions, looking really good. Then, let's go down here. I'm slowly working on this mess, which I call my flower herb garden. But it's coming along. I'll move these to a proper place. It's sort of hidden away. But right now I've got summer savory and calendula in those two. Just put it in. Rosemary and oregano and chives and Italian parsley and the things that are coming up just now from last year. We haven't even got tulips blooming yet. I know everybody's showing their daffodils and their tulips, and that's lovely, but mine's not out yet. And I'm gonna turn around. There's the boys working on the fire. Well, that's it for me. End of May. But it's a start. Take care. We'll see you soon.